This week on the Shakedown series,
That's not good.
we have some drone pilot wins.
I'm just really good.
We're working hard to avoid the remnants of the most recent floodwaters.
Perfect. There was a disaster in the Caravan.
Oh, rolling around in red dirt.
It wouldn't be a shakedown trip without some carnage, even if it is only minor.
Not getting any out here either.
Stick around as we travel outback Queensland and take you with us. There's a few little tips we sprinkle in along the way that might just help you in your travels.
Stop and feel for heat.
6:30 a.m. Indy has her Yakult. Sun's rising. We're leaving Thargomindah today. Let's go and get everything ready to go.
But first, coffee.
My job.
All right, I just wanted to interrupt this montage for a second, just so we can all together appreciate this. I know it looks cool in the drone shots, but when you get out of the car and you stop and you're just in the environment, it makes you feel this big. All your worries just kind of fade away. That's what I'm loving about this. You don't even get that same feeling just driving through it because you're kind of encased in your car. You know, it's more safety. When you get out of here, you can just feel it. You know? Anyway, I have got to run back to the car now. So, let's go. Let's get back to the drone shots. All right, so we've just made it to Nocundra. At the hotel there is a donation to the Royal Flying Doctor Service, and that is your payment to stay at this camp right here, right on a river, which is pretty high at the moment due to the rain, but it's very murky. I don't know how clean it normally is. It's definitely not the most picturesque. People come down to the pub in their bloody aeroplanes. That's how they get across town here, apparently. Seeing as it literally is just a pub. People that own it live there, they run it, they have fuel, all just in one little compound. It's a nice, simple way to start off this episode, isn't it? The flies are starting to ramp up. But hey, look, here's one thing, right? This being the Shakedown series, and shakedown meaning it's the test of this whole setup, everything's holding up really well. There's a little bit of an issue with the rear airbags, but there's these plates on the bottom that are shifting a little bit under heavy load, and I've really got to figure that out. I've managed to jack it up and reposition them and get them to stay put, so hopefully they do stay put. Other than that, we haven't had any major issues in terms of the whole shakedown. The setup that we did, just with the draw, this is working out really well. Everything's working out really well, power-wise, solar-wise. This Sejuna 17 Mark III quad from Easy Trail as a standard unit pretty much ticks all the boxes for an entry-level traveler, I guess you could call it. That's what we are. That's what a lot of us are. For us, we wanted something cheap that is still reliable, and so far, it's only week 3. settle down. You can just see the commenters saying, bro, it's only been 3 bloody weeks. How could you even? I know, I get you. I'm just giving you an update, all right? Just take it easy. Get your fingers, put them in your pockets, put them in your popcorn, chill out, watch the rest of this episode. Just calm the freaking hell down, all right? All right, cool. As I was saying though, diesel heater's been great for the cold. Aircon's been great for the hot. I haven't had any crazy temperatures yet though. This time of year still, we're only getting about 26, 27 tops. Everything's going beautifully. Credit to Easy Trail for putting these together. Like I said, they're not perfect. I will do a review video. It's definitely not perfect, but she gets the job done. And it does definitely holds its own as an off-grid, location-free kind of home on wheels, eh?
So we settle down here for the night to get some well-earned rest for the drive tomorrow, to continue along on this shakedown trip and hope we don't get ourselves into any strife. So we wanted to take some time on our drive this morning to show you how much work actually goes into making these videos. For anyone making videos out there, big salute. Here's Jade, our drone pilot, getting these fantastic shots of us driving through the Australian outback. There's something amazing about the vast space, the changing landscapes, and even the change in road conditions. Just keeps you on your toes the whole bloody time. See, this whole fiasco here to get 2 seconds worth of footage, running in the heat, back to the car. Fair bit of effort, eh? I know. I reckon it looks alright, but worth it. After spending some money in town at the pub, having a good feed and catching up with some of the locals, you get a very different perspective from the sky. You can really see where the desert seems to meet the vegetation again, divided by the river. But one thing you just can't beat is one of those beautiful Australian red sunsets. We'll see you in the morning. Well, dump point, water fill up, fuel fill up. Indy's in. Today's going to be our first long stretch of proper dirt road.
The scary part is that we're not exactly sure what parts of it's open and what's actually suitable for us in a van, because some websites say that...
Hey, sweetie.
Some websites say that it's open to everything. Some websites say it's only 4 drives. Some say you can tow a van or you can't tow a van. So we're not really sure what the conditions are going to be like. So we're just going to wing it and find out, because that's the whole fun of it, really. It's going to be an interesting day.
Just entertaining our daughter there for a second. Big cuddles with the bunny.
Let's leave South Australia and get back into Queensland. Just some more reality of travel. Indy had about a 45-minute nap and her teeth are coming through, so we're stopping on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere to get her some Panadol because she is screaming. So fun part. Woo.
Here he is. Ow. Oh, hey. He is.
Definitely takes you 3 times as long to get to destinations when you have children. But it's kind of good because it forces you to slow down.
There he is.
Yeah.
Big cuddles. Huh, is that better? Yeah, okay.
Just had our first ever decent amount of corrugations and bull dust, red dirt for a good probably 45 minutes to an hour with the van on. So I'm just gonna check it out inside to see how this dust reduction system has worked. Let's go have a look. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, hang on. So far, so good.
Yeah, beautiful. That's awesome.
So far,
I mean, it's not full bull dust yet, but
we've got a little bit down there, but there's a good chance that was from beforehand because we're filthy.
no, that might have been just from when that. Remember when we had that red dirt rolled up in that bloody mat out here from when it was soaking?
Oh, and it's leaked in.
And it leaked in through the tunnel boot. That's probably
so that was human error from us. Everything looks really good.
Nothing's falling out of place at all, eh?
No, everything's really good. The fridge door is still there, thank God.
Nothing's
touch
even
wood.
fallen. Oh, one towel's fallen down in there.
A towel, holy
You do.
a towel's fallen down, guys. But no, like no dust. I mean, this blanket is pretty filthy anyway because we have a child.
The amount of stone chips that has come off the suspension arms already. You can see all that paint's chipped away. There's probably the worst of it right there. A few 100 kilometers of dirt road, which is looking like that. At the back, it's literally just all around us. There's nothing. This black coating is holding up a hell of a lot better than the red. So I don't know if that's a different compound of paint or whatever it is, but everything's intact. All the bolts are tight. That's what I wanted to kind of check and just feel for heat too. It's really important, guys. When you're hitting big corrugations and that suspension's just brrr, you got to think how much friction is caused when something is going in and out real fast. Friction in and out, right? You hear? So these shockies, for example, one cylinder's going in through a rubber seal constantly, right? That's going to cause a lot of heat. So they're warm, right? That back one's definitely hotter. If they get too hot, what can happen is the rubber seal can perish prematurely. Very good to know that if you didn't. So you know, every hour or so when you're hitting these kind of tracks, it's good to just stop and feel for heat in your shock absorbers and wheel bearings. See if you can feel heat coming out of the center of your wheel. That is definitely a good habit to get into. You know, it is pretty harsh on that bit of gear, and these are just Petters. Good brand, don't get me wrong, but you know, they're definitely not the best thing on the market. This whole suspension kit is pretty basic overall, but it's doing really well. It's doing really well. Anyway, I'm prone to getting white shirts dirty. Here I am rolling around in red dirt. Oh, Jade's got something else.
I forgot to tell you there was a disaster in the caravan.
Oh.
The toilet rolled all the way off.
Spewing.
Disaster.
Indy does that all the bloody time anyways.
There was literally nothing else to film other than what you're seeing right here. From this turning point, it was just flat, open, vast. Feels like we're on Mars. A couple of more hours of scenery just like this, and we finally turn off to find camp.
So one of the things that I talked about organising before we came on this trip, but thought we should be right, seeing as we're only doing a couple of 1,000 Ks on our shakedown, is wheel bearings. Have a listen to these. Go, Jade, and then we'll stop again, eh? Not the best. We don't have any. We're not getting any out here either. We better get it parked up somewhere that we've got some room to get under it without laying on spikes, ideally. But I shouldn't have to get under it anyway. I should only just be able to do it from the side. But yeah. Either way. Might have to excuse the lack of drone shots on the way in here for our next camp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll chuck the drone up when we're ready, but I've got to really address these bearings because yeah, that can be a problem. Figured I'd get into a little bit more reasonable attire for a job like this, but I've got to get me this jack point. I'm going to get this up at the very least, see what's going on the inside, but get the part number so that I can at least get some higher quality bearings when we're in the next town, so that way I can 100% match the profile of the races, make sure they're the right diameter. Tell you what, it's been a minute since I've experienced plus 35 degrees. It's pretty hot out here. We've got to get stuck into this so I can figure this stuff out, so let's have fun, eh? Let's have a listen to this. Ready? It may just be some dust in the shoes inside the drums here. Oh, let's have a look together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, sometimes you can smell if it's like got that burnt smell to it as well. Doesn't look like there's any discoloration or anything. It does look like it's pretty well packed in truth. So I'm arguing against the fact that it's bearings, which is a nice thing. Another way that you can test to see if your bearings are kind of either a bit loose as well is just that little jiggle test, like a little. You take that split pin out and you can actually wind that whole big nut. See how it moves just that little bit. That split pin is what prevents it from unwinding as you're driving. That little bit of play in it, see? Just holds enough pressure on your bearings. But I really don't think it is bearings. I think it's my brake shoes. Happy about that. Yay. The only other thing I'm going to do while I'm in here, but is pull these bearings out and get a part number off them. That way I can actually replace them with the right piece when I do buy them. Oh, right here. I got my part number off, and I managed to get a lot of the grit out of that brake shoe. Still not sounding smooth as a baby's bottom, but it is better. I'm hoping that is all we're dealing with right now. It's definitely worth a check because at least that way I would have known whether or not to nurse it. However, I have got the part number off it now. I'm going to see if I can source some. I'm going to pre-grease some, zip them up in a Ziploc bag and chuck them in the bottom of the toolbox. That way when the time comes, I don't have to be stuffing around here like this on the side of some track. Greasing bearings in the sun. Probably a good one to do for the future, but I'm definitely going to be doing that. I should have already done it in truth, but anyway, I'm going to pop this bad boy back on, go inside with my family. Hey? Alrighty.
We end this week off in the most remote place that we as a family have ever been. Just take a look at how small we are. This is a small free camp off Arrowbury Road, right along the border between South Australia and Queensland. As far as next week goes, here's a sneak peek into how much more remote we get. We do have a little bit more fun with the Ford Everest next week, but stay tuned for that. Because if you've got one of these cars and you've been wondering whether or not it's worth touring in, or if it's even capable enough, well, it might just answer those questions for you. Listen, I really hope that this episode has earned a subscribe. I'd love for you to smash that button if that's what you're into. Otherwise, just tickle it if that's more your style. And one more time for the record, check out these sunsets, eh? Either way, I hope to see you around next week for some more of this shakedown series. See you then.